this season it's been very interesting. I mean, what are what have been your thoughts? Everybody has like mixed reviews, mixed thoughts, and everything. What do you think of this season so far?
So I think this is the best time that this is the best paced episode, or not episode. This is the best paced season so far from Raising Kanan, in my personal opinion. It's kind of right
Mm,
around the pacing of like season one. I feel like season one was really good, um, but this season, it's kind of giving me everything that I like. People dying damn near every episode. Love that because it just draws you in, you know. Then
yeah.
then we get those very impactful scenes from Jukebox, from Marvin, um, from Raquel, obviously with the whole storyline with the mother. Um, I think it's been a very heartfelt season so far.
Mm,
So I
yep.
like that about it too. We are seeing finally that welcoming of the evil jukebox that we've been asking for 4 seasons now. So we're getting a little bit of that, and then obviously Unique is on a whole nother level. Where
Facts.
this is what Unique was supposed to be like in season 2, 3, and 4.
Why you say that?
I felt like his character, after a while, he was starting to get a little bit like lax. Like after season one, he was on a tangent. Season two, he was also on a tangent. I felt like he did have a little moment where obviously Rock had won that little battle that they had, and he was able to bounce back slowly but surely. Season three, obviously, it was like, okay, I'm in level Rock, and that was like his whole attention was on Rock and what she was doing and trying to, come the ranks, but nothing really was moving for him for real. And then Ronnie came home, he was like, damn, this what you allowed our organization to turn into? We had no soldiers, like
Yeah.
everything had went to Rock. And then season
Facts.
four comes, and now he's now developed this huge plan where he didn't basically took over Queens back. I love it. That's a great um redemption story.
But my only problem is it's a redemption story based on delusion. Like you getting revenge on someone for something that they didn't even do. That's my only problem. Like Unique's character is way too smart for him to be this stupid. And I know they try to say, oh, like he got the brain issues. He's not gonna be the same. But it's
Mhm.
like even your girl telling you like Rock probably didn't do this. So okay, he ends up on top at the end of the season, right? Then what? You gonna have him and Rock be cool again? Like I just
No,
don't
I think
understand where it
I
goes
think his
from
whole goal
here.
is to destroy Rock, just like Rock's goal in season two was to do. Well, no, in season one was to destroy Neek at all costs. Like he really
Yeah,
was supposed to be under the jail. You know what I mean? That was her whole goal, was to get Unique out of there so that I can then be the head. And then, I don't know. I just love how it's playing out because this is really where Unique was supposed to be. This if Ronnie comes home now, he's super proud of Unique. But I
yeah.
think none of this happens unless Ronnie knocks the hell out of him and rolls him down the hill for about 3 hours.
I still can't believe he got up from that shit, bro. Oh my god. I think even when I did the interview with Kimi, she was like, "How did he just get up and walk to the phone thing and be able to call Early Tyler, and Early Tyler knew exactly where he was?" Like stuff like that. I feel like it's just lazy, bro. Like
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah.
they have great storytelling, but sometimes it just feels so lackadaisical. I'm just like, what's going on here? So here's my thing. I don't know if you feel like this too. Kanan is just boring, bro. Sometimes I'll be forgetting like this is his show. Like I'll be feeling like everybody else has a more intriguing storyline to him. Like I'm more invested in Lou. I'm more invested in Rock. I'm more invested in Marvin, Jukebox, Unique. Kanan is like it seems to be boring, bro. What's going on?
So I could tell you exactly what this sounds like. It sounds like Ghost. Like if you think about Ghost, right? What was the spinoff of Ghost about?
Tariq?
No, the Tejada family.
Okay, okay, okay,
Everything
okay.
centered around them. It was like it was a scene from Tariq. He was doing some stuff. He come through, do what he doing, and then boom, it segues to someone in the Tejada family. They get three, four, five scenes a episode, and then it
Yeah,
goes back to Tariq if they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? It was like like the
right.
way that it's written is the same way. Like I feel like Kanan, it really definitely centered around Kanan in season one for sure because he was fucking up. He was doing all kind of stuff. He uh, everything centered around him and how he wanted to be in the game. And then season two, it was like he got a little bit more, a little bit more fluff. When he killed Freddy and all that, but or not killed Freddy, when he
Yep.
went to go get the money back from Freddy. It was like, okay, I see some emergence from Kanan. Then season three, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna slow down on that. We're gonna make this all about Ronnie. It was like, all right, bro, like, come on, can Kanan get some burn? And that's what it feels like. It's like they give him burn when they feel like it. And don't get me wrong, I think even with the reason why Ghost kind of played out like that is because it really showed that Tariq was trying to segue, not segue. He was trying to make everybody basically do all the dirty work for him so he could be on top at the end.
Yep.
Great, great how they wrote it at the end, but when you look at the fluff, it's like, damn. Well, what did Tariq really gain from any of that?
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, yeah, cool. I get, he's now on top, but like he even said in the interview that you posted, Tariq don't he don't have like it's like uh he can't enjoy his money.
Yeah.
There's no vacations. He's not buying like 10 cars. He's not going on trips. He's not like doing anything with the money where it was like, okay, like, oh, it makes sense why he's selling drugs. 'Cause he's gonna do X, Y, and Z. It's like I'm making all this money so that I could then eventually lose it. It's like, all right, come on now. Like that was the theme all the way up until season four. Tariq would get the money, he would lose the money. And it's just like, all right, like, where is this going? Um, well, now Kanan has been saving money this whole damn season just to lose it to damn OC.
Bro, that shit didn't make no sense to me. I'm not gonna lie.
The
Like,
OC
how did
storyline.
he know? Yeah, like how did he know exactly which room the money was
Okay,
in? Like, come
I
on now. Like,
I thought the same thing, but then I'm thinking to myself, right? Let's just say you start with this plan. You either start with the first lock or you start with the first lock to the back. And
yeah,
Kanan literally was in the last storage unit on the right hand side. So it could literally have been the luck of the draw. I wish they would kind of show all of the locks being broke because it's like, damn, they went through every
yeah,
fucking lock.
like,
That would have been crazy. But they only showed that once. So it was like, damn, they went right in. And, now it's different if they show OC like peeking around the corner. That would have been fire.
like how you just have him sitting in the car from a distance, so he's supposed to figure out everything from the that just didn't make no sense to me. I feel like I
Right.
mean maybe they'll kind of highlight that later if he pops back up.
Right, right.
I did an interview with bro yesterday. And he didn't really tell me nothing. He was like, "You just got to keep watching or whatever." So we'll see what happens. But this season definitely better than Power Book Two, though. I'm not gonna
This
lie.
season for sure, yeah. You
It's
mean
definitely
in
better
general, or
in general.
I don't know. I feel like Ghost had a really high peak where it was like, oh my god, like everybody was talking about it. It was just going, everything they do is going viral. And then it's just when you really sit down and like really watch the show over and over again, it's like, like like this don't really make sense.
That's the problem. I feel like people confuse. Like they look at virality and think that means quality. Yeah, they have more viral moments because they got a bunch of well-known people. That's
Correct.
why Raising Kanan don't go viral like that. Because I mean, we know these people like the Patina Millers and the Malcolm Mays and stuff. We're familiar because we pay attention. But the
Right.
average TV viewer don't know Patina
Hmm.
Miller. They know Method Man. They know Mary J. They probably know Michael Rainey because he played Tariq for like 50 years.
Right. Because you
Bro,
don't have
like
to be
people
a
be trying to
super
argue.
you
Yeah.
don't have to be a super
Oh,
stan to watch that show.
yeah. Yeah, you don't. And I
But you
feel
do
like
for Raising Canyon, you have to be super invested in, and like even with Force, like
yeah,
you have to be a power stand to watch the spinoffs. And I'm not even talking about with the exception of Ghost. Ghost had enough celebrities that it's like, oh, like everybody talking about it, I'm gonna watch
yeah,
it. Raising Canaan, you gotta be literally like a diehard power fan.
facts. Yeah,
So
definitely.
it works
I be
against him
wondering across a
sometimes.
lot of people who haven't even watched Raising Canaan. They'll watch Force, in fact, before Raising Canaan. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean,
my
that just
girlfriend.
tells me what you look for in TV because I like the storytelling. I don't like all the guns and violence is cool, but bro, we're gonna see that eventually anyway. It's
Right,
power. But it's like you said, I think this is the best season in terms of like the storytelling and everything. My whole
right.
problem with the unique thing, right, though, I don't think any major characters are gonna get dropped off this season. So what
I
are we
can't see
building
it,
up
bro.
to?
Yeah, they,
What are
they
we
didn't bring
building up
Unique
to
back to
then?
kill him.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of crazy. How wild is that though? Like, because I know you probably seen Kiwi's interview with Sasha Penn, right? And how
Yeah,
he said that Joey Badass pleaded for him to save his character. So he pretty much changed the entire show for one person.
and I think that was a good decision because let's be honest,
Stop
even
it.
with last season, hold on, listen. Remember last season, right? What was the highlight of last season?
Ronnie,
Exactly my point. Take Ronnie out. What is the season about? Jukebox in the group.
hey,
Wow. Like it's
that
like you
group
know what I
was
mean, right?
lit.
So this season, it's giving us, like I said, it's giving us a lot of good storylines. They brought back Jessica. I love Jessica, so shout out to her. But they're bringing back some of the storylines, and then obviously the whole thing about Famous. So there's a
Yeah,
few more angles. But bro, let's be honest. What is this season about?
unique again.
Unique taking back over. That is the main theme of this season, and I like that because I don't know. I just think that was just genius how they did that. Um, I don't see what the season is about if Unique is not in it.
I mean, if Unique's not in it, then you kind of have a new villain though. Like it doesn't surround around him. It could be completely different.
Who they have to bring in a new character and do the same shit Ronnie just did. Ronnie
I mean,
worked
pretty
because
much.
he was mentioned. Unless now this is the thing: if they would have brought in D-Wiz brother and then he came and was on a tangent, maybe.
They can
But
still do that.
they can definitely still do that. They could
Yeah.
probably do that with that could have been who
Season
killed
five.
Famous. Who knows? But still in all,
Yeah. Let's talk about that. What do you think about this? What do you think about this whole famous controversy, bro? Like, you think there's things going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to with Antonio? Because I've never really seen nothing like this on TV where a character gets killed off like this. Like, it's really weird. You know what I mean? And they've been mentioning him all season, but we ain't seen him. No promo. Bro took Raising King on his Instagram. What you think is going on?
well, I can say that me personally, I think it helps the season because, like, even before we found out in episode 5, that Kanan or that Famous was dead, he has been kind of been talked about by the fans, like, yo, where's Famous at? Yo, where's Famous at? Famous wasn't in the preview. Like it's always been about Fame, and then once we found out he was dead, then it became a guessing game, which I like because each episode they pretty much ruling people out. Like, oh, it couldn't be this person, it couldn't be this person, it couldn't be this person. Now I'm pretty much sold that it was one of the three officers. Because or like I said, or D-Wiz brother or whatever, but even that would make sense. Um,
That
so
would
I'm just
piss me
like,
off.
right. That would just be like, okay, you just throwing shit at the wall now. But because it's like that's the direction you want to go. Like he had no reason to torture him, um, unless he was trying to get information about who killed his brother. I don't know, but it's still in all. Uh,
Yeah.
I just think it was more. Everything is now pointing to the officers because you gotta rule out if we're gonna rule people out. Gotta rule out Unique because a Unique would have bragged about it after that last episode. For sure, was a
Yep.
Unique. There's no way you brag about the lawyer. You don't brag about Famous.
Definitely.
Impossible. No way. It's
Yep.
no way that happened.
And killing
Marvin,
famous wouldn't hurt Rock. Like he
exactly.
don't care. Yeah.
Only that, and another reason I'm really pointing at the cops, but I'll go through my list first. But yeah, so Lulu clearly didn't do it. He was in rehab. He was in rehab. They were
Yep.
saying Jukebox was in the military at that time. I mean, I guess, but she wouldn't be going this hard. I feel like for y'all to go that hard, it's like, come on
Yeah.
now. I think the
She ain't
fans
with
would
that
be
shit.
like, yeah, this shit is corny. If she goes this hard and then it end up being her, it's like, come on now.
It ain't her. Yeah.
Right now, if she wasn't going this hard, if she was just letting Kanan take the lead, cool.
Yeah.
Then maybe it could have been like a, oh shit, like she was with him this whole time, but no, no. Um, and then I'm not letting Raquel off the hook, bro. At this point, Raquel is the boy who cried wolf.
But
Oh, I
see,
killed this man. I set this man up. I set this man up, but it wasn't me this time. I promise you.
but I feel like the kind of what you said, like they're eliminating people, right? But if they're pointing to someone else, then I feel like they're trying to throw us off track. Like them mentioning the whole famous crew mentioning the feds. Why would they tell us that? Like then it can't be the feds. You're not gonna spoil it. You know what I mean? And then Kanan saying that he thinks it's his mom. Well, it can't be his mom. Because if
No,
you tell us that it is, then it's like, what's
the
the
mother had
point?
no reason to kill him at all. It was more,
Yeah,
I could see
constant.
the
Yeah,
father, but then the father wouldn't torture him. You know what I mean? If the father would have
yeah,
dropped him off, whatever. But to show that scene and then have the father come and do it and you don't show it, it's like, bro, we not waiting to the damn end of the season for us to see that the father killed him. Come on, whoop de
yeah.
doo.
How does that push a story forward? It does nothing. He's already dead. So,
It could have been Lil
like,
Breeze. Or not Lil Breeze, Lil Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Lil Ghost that was in the convenience store. Get the fuck out of here.
oh my god,
That was the dumbest shit I've
bro.
ever heard. Bro,
Oh
I'm
my
on,
god.
I get on TikTok the next day, viral. I'm like, what?
Yep, yep. I seen people making little ghost edits with him too.
Oh my god, he's eating that shit up because he's just like, oh, everybody talking on me. Of course, I'm going,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to
I
make it
seen
front
him
like I'm
posting on
Ghost too.
social media. Yeah, he was definitely using that to his advantage.
Yeah,
He's eating off that little clout for a little bit. My thing is, bro, why would you introduce ghosts like that?
yeah, no,
Like
no,
that
no.
ghost makes no sense. And why are you gonna introduce him now? We got way too much going on in the show
Way too
already. I
much.
feel like too many storylines.
I feel like if they're gonna introduce Ghost and Tommy, it literally should be the second to last, if not the last scene of Raising Canaan, where it's like
Mm,
something happens, somebody dies or whatever, and then it's like a final scene, kind of like how in season three, where they zoom into the shoes and then they zoom up, and then you see Unique is still alive.
mm,
Kind of like that.
okay.
Like basically, it's one last scene, and then Kanan is going about his day or whatever, and he bump into them for whatever reason, and then it comes up that, oh, like, oh, my name is James and my name is Tommy or whatever. It's like, oh shit, and that'll get us excited for Origins because now they set it up for us.
Are we even getting origins though?
No, we get Origins, it just won't be till 2027 unless they change
What?
their mind. Unless they change their mind. Bro, it's no
2027?
possible. There's no possible way we get Raising Kanan season 5 in 2025. No way. So that means
No,
that
no,
we
no,
get it in
no. Yeah,
2026.
yeah.
Right. So that means we get it in 2026, which means that if Origins was to start, it's not starting until 2027. That's if they don't do more spinoffs. Let's just say they end up doing a Ghost spinoff, they end up doing a Force spinoff. If they introduce those two in as well as a BMF spinoff, we are not getting nothing till maybe even 28.
BMS spinoff.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 50 had started like this whole thing where basically it was gonna be a BMF like a whole BMF like spinoff set. So it was supposed to be a split between Meech and Terry. They were supposed to each individually get their own show, and then it was supposed
Hell
to
no.
be a cop's perspective type of show or whatever. And then they was also talking about obviously a Lamar spinoff. He kind of announced that himself. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. But
That's
that's what they were
really
supposed to do, like a whole universe with BMF as well. Now I don't know what this whole big Meech thing now, but but that was the plan because he literally said in an interview that it was supposed to be called BMF something. I can't remember what they was gonna call it, but it was supposed to be called like BMF. They had a whole title to the universe.
Oh, they was trying to kind of copy the Power universe. That ain't gonna work,
Yes.
man. They don't got the star power for that shit. Nobody trying to see
No, they
Barry
definitely got
White.
the star power. I just well, they can add anybody. I mean, this season, you seen the new season photos? Well, who they added?
Yeah, but it's
Clinton
like
Powell. I said, oh my god.
still, bro. It just gets it makes it cornier though. It
Well,
makes
you
it
know,
cornier
I
though,
know you
bro.
love a guest appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I like the people that they casted. I like Tyler Lepley. You know what I mean, and some of the other people. But it's like the quality of the show. First of all, I know you've seen the teaser. What was that shit, bro?
The teaser for what BMF?
For BMF.
Yeah, I mean, the teaser does not, to me, it does not make me excited about the season. It's like, okay, we know that they're gonna go to Mexico and do some shit in Mexico. Oh, okay.
My thing is, if I feel like it's starting to look unrealistic the way this show is going. Like they going on some like Fast and the Furious type stuff.
They have to, bro, because they can't make the shit too real because then they're gonna think Meech really did that shit.
I mean, what's the
So it
problem?
gotta
We
be some
already
super unrealistic shit.
come on, bro. Like, but
Like the
that's
dude falling out of the hotel that
yeah.
when he flew out of the glass, like clearly that didn't happen. You know what I mean? But they had to fabricate some stuff.
I don't think it's necessary to do all that. I feel like people are invested enough in Big Meech's story and life to like where you don't gotta. It don't even feel like it's real anymore. You talk about fabricate. I think it's completely fabricated. I don't believe anything we seeing at this point no more. I think they veered off from everything original. Probably the first season is believable. Everything else after that, I don't really know. I think they got to just bring Lamar back. I thought
I
that
think
they was
season
going to
two
do a
was the
spinoff with
best.
Lamar.
Well, be Mickey coming back. Let's go.
Yeah, but come on, bro. Who cares? Come
Nah,
on, bro.
nah, I
There's
love
an
B
hour
Mickey.
over B Mickey. Are you
Love B
serious?
Mickey. Yes, B Mickey is
He's a
that
good
was my
character,
favorite
but
character in the show for sure. Him and Lamar was like they carried, in my personal opinion.
no, Lamar carried.
No, Lamar
Lamar
carried, super
carried.
carried. He literally put the show on his back. Then when he came
Yeah.
back in season two, I'm like, damn, this shit is gold. This shit is goaded right here. But then, but B Mickey, every single scene that he has had has been outstanding, acting wise.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor, but B Mickey's return is not enough to wow me and be like, oh my god, like BMF is, and you're doing this in the last season where it's, it's supposed to be done. The show's over now.
I
Should have did
mean,
this before last season.
no, I agree. It definitely could have saved last season.
Bro, last season was so bad. I didn't even finish
Yeah.
it.
I
I
finished it.
stopped
It
at
was it was it
episode
was an
9.
okay season, but it was just
No, no, no,
it
no,
was
no.
under
Stop.
it was very underwhelming.
Stop. Stop. It was not. It was terrible. That one character they brought in, the little, who was the villain? The one shawty.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
I
remember her
forgot her name
name.
too, but yeah.
But that was horrible, bro. That was some of the worst acting I've seen in television in a long time. It's this is one of those things where I feel like stars they're not really making good decisions when it comes to the stuff that they're putting out. I feel like power should be the only focus.
Well, I mean, it gotta be some people that are like they know the story, but they are able to write something. Because if you bring in a whole bunch of fans and let them write the show, bro, they'll start doing realistic shit.
No, no, I don't think that. I think that's a horrible idea. But I
Yeah,
do think you should have take the fans like into perspective when you're making these shows. The fans have shown they love power. So why are you going and giving us 4 seasons of BMF, 5 seasons of like, and then 4 seasons of Ghost? Like they could have done another 4 seasons of Ghost, and people would have loved that shit. Even though people hate on this last season, they would have tuned in for another 4 seasons, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The writing was entirely too sloppy.
Too
It
sloppy.
it was just too sloppy for them to want to do a whole nother Ghost. I'm sorry, it wouldn't to me it wouldn't make sense.
But you think they should do a whole nother spinoff?
Absolutely, because they get a chance to start over. They get a chance to start over, and okay, they could do a time jump, right? If they was to do some type of like time jump and kind of create some type of like storyline. Okay, Tariq has been doing all of this shit while we've been gone and while he's been away or whatever. But now he's tired of it. He wants out of the game, just like his father. Now you need to start correlating into him realizing, damn, my father was not wrong about this shit. It gets boring after a
Mm,
while. You want to go legit.
yep.
So I think that's the best way they can attack it. And then there's other things that happen where it could be another Tommy situation where Braden basically kind of forces his hand. Now he has to be involved in the game.
But don't you feel like that's repetitive though? You just
To an
repeat
extent.
what we see in the OG Power. Yeah,
To an
like we don't
extent.
want that.
But what do you make Braden? Do you make Braden want to go legit and then Tariq tells him no? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can switch it around, but I just think that it has to be something like a like Braden goes on such a rampage that it's like, damn, like I gotta save him now, you know. But again, Tariq don't know all of that. Tariq don't know that one of the reasons why he couldn't really get out of the game is because of Tommy, and then it really was
Mhm.
because of him sometimes too, because
Yeah.
he would have those opportunities where he's like, oh, I'm gonna take out the plug and that's gonna solve all my problems, and then another plug. So you're never getting out of the fucking game. You're never getting out of the game.
Bro was out the game for a little minute though. Tariq spoiled his plans. Bro was about to go to Albany. He made it. He was
He
right
did
there, one
to an
night away.
extent, because remember he was about to get arrested for Terry Silver's murder. So either way, it would
Man,
have
that
gave
shit
him a
wasn't all
roadblock.
stick. That shit wasn't all stick.
Right, but he still would have had to go. He still would have had to get locked up for it. He might have got right
Mm,
out, but he still would have.
yeah.
He still would have came in for a little while. That would have ruined all his plans. Imagine if then on the TV they're talking about how Ghost is wanted for murder. That would have fucked his whole plan up of going to Albany.
I mean, yeah, but if they can't prove nothing, then it's another situation like with the Sandoval shit. I feel like that only makes him look better because now y'all accuse me twice and y'all wrong again.
Listen, this is a quote that I came up with myself personally. So
Oh
quote me on
God.
this. People don't care about the truth. They care about the rumor.
I
What are the streets saying?
heard that before.
That's what they care about.
Yeah, that is true. In this day and age, they only care about the dramatic shit. So,
Absolutely.
do you think we're gonna get this Tommy and Tariq show? Do you
I hope
care for
not.
that?
I hope not.
You hope not.
Hell no. No.
Why you say that?
I love Tommy and I love Forrest.
Mm.
And I love Tariq, of course. But I just think that like if they just merge them into a whole nother show, it's like, well, what you gonna do? Kill off the entire Force cast?
Nah, I mean, come on now. Like you
They're
know
not
they
gonna
can
move to another
make
city.
it. Why not?
So Jannard,
Isn't that pretty
Claudia,
much what
Vic.
Joseph was teasing though? Isn't
So
that what
so
Joseph
Jannard,
was
Claudia,
teasing?
Vic, and Diamond all gonna go to another city.
Bro, first off, half of those characters nobody cares about. You could scrap. You could scrap. Vic probably gonna be dead. Claudia,
I
nobody
doubt it.
cares. Claudia, nobody cares. Jannard and Diamond, okay, those two could come along. Outside of that, everybody else, I don't. You could leave them. You know what I mean? And if it's a new show, bro, you don't got to explain why the other characters aren't there. You just got to explain why. Like you seen the video that Joseph posted when he announced that this was going to be the last season, and he said, "Oh, this is the end of my journey in Chicago." I feel like that's a direct confirmation that he's going somewhere else. And then we seen the phone call with Tariq, who we think is Tommy. So
I think it's Braden, but that's me.
what?
It only
Are you
makes
serious?
sense. It only makes sense because it could be it could don't get me wrong, it could definitely be Tommy, but the way it is talking about it, like it's like Tommy is not gonna call Tariq for backup, but Braden is always gonna call Tariq for backup. And then obviously he's like, they had this situation where they wasn't really talking, they wasn't really cool as cool. But like you said, we're always gonna be family. That make that
So
ma- that,
why
that
why
really makes
would
sense for something
he
that he would say to Braden
why would they show that at the very end of the series
to throw us
when
off like they always do.
man stop. He was talking to Tommy. Him
Right.
and
But
Braden, I don't even think they family like that, bro. When you look at their relationship, it's one sided. It's one sided.
I guess listen, I feel like Braden saved his life multiple times, and Tariq definitely saved Braden's life multiple times. So it's there. It's pretty mutual between the two of them. I think it's one
Mm.
sided. You could say it's one sided as well because Tariq to this day still don't know that that Braden came up with that whole fucking plan with Rashandria to get him to sell drugs at um at the business. So it's like
Yeah.
like Tariq don't know that to this day. So Tariq is
He,
so Braden has used him for sure.
he's gonna sell drugs anyway, though.
I,
We only gave him a little
Eventually,
push to
yes.
do what he's already gonna do. I
Um, I-
think this is the perfect time for them to give Lorenz his show. There's nothing left else to do other than give Rashad Tate a spinoff. I'm
yeah,
tired of the
influence.
drug shit. That the like we need something new in power. We need something political. We need a new look.
But let's be honest, right? It only way influence works, they have to have even better writing than Raising Canaan. Even better writing. If not, it's gonna be like a boring show. So they have to run it kind of like how they ran Suits, but it has to be like a power feel to it. Um, and they cast gotta be crazy. Like the names have to be ridiculous. Like
I don't
Sanaa
agree with
Lathan
that.
names.
I don't think so.
And you got to bring back some OG characters. You can easily bring back Ramona. You
I
can
mean, you
easily
should do
bring
that
back Steve
anyway.
Knott, Simon,
Yeah,
like, you know?
but I don't think you need a big cast or
No, not
big
a big
cast.
cast. You just need a
Like,
few big names because that will draw people in. It's like, oh shit, they not playing with this spinoff. Just like they brought in, I thought it was overkill when you bring it in. Mary J. Blige, Method Man. I'm like, what? Okay, like, damn, like you had to go that
yeah.
hard, right?
But the reason they had to do that is because people hated Tariq's character and the power, so they needed a reason to convince people to tune in. People love Lorenz Tate. I don't know nobody that doesn't like Rashad Tate. So you don't need all the extra hype around him. People are gonna first of all, people are gonna tune in because it's anything related to power. They're gonna tune in just to see what it is. Then you got
Correct.
Lorenz, who's great. He's top
Yeah.
tier. You don't need no special people around it. First of all, he's gonna do his thing regardless. He's
No,
gonna
for
he's gonna
sure. But bro, they added Michael Ealy to the show in the fourth season. Michael Ealy. That's not
yeah, that's
overkill.
crazy. That's a big
And actually, wasn't it at the end of season three?
nah. He wasn't in
I thought
season
they
three.
showed him in the end of season three, like a little scene.
When?
Maybe not. Okay, maybe I'm
You
tripping.
getting
But
you getting old.
oh no, I'm sorry, no. But we knew like basically that he was
I
gonna
mean,
be
they
there.
put out some like casting pictures and stuff, so we seen him like shooting with Mary J and stuff, so we knew he's gonna be in it. I thought that was overkill. See, I feel like they fumbled that though. Like they brought him in, but like they didn't maximize the character. You know what I mean? Or the season, like
Yeah.
the story didn't do justice to the character. I feel like.
Unless he walks off that, then if he walks off all the murders, Tariq's fucked.
I mean, he's still alive, so there's obviously a chance he could pop back up. That's another
Correct.
person you could throw in into the influence. If he gets out of jail or whatever. But I feel like they
Right.
got to give Rashad his show, man. He deserves it.
Yeah, him
Like,
and Method Man would be immaculate together in that show.
I didn't
I
even
think
think
it will
about
be
that.
real funny. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. I'll watch whatever the fuck they put out. Let's be honest here. Even if they did a Raising Sacks, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm gonna watch it.
nah, I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. I love the show, but there's a threshold in which like you can't be pushing it. It seems like there's talks of like everyone wants everyone to get a spinoff, right?
No, not
People are saying,
everyone,
oh
but
well, they
I just
should
said
get
it
a
as a joke.
spinoff. Ronnie should get a spinoff. Rock should get a spinoff. Nah,
Yeah, everybody don't
I
need
think
one.
they should chill
It
on
just
the
has to make
prequels.
sense.
Yeah,
But
I
Tate
feel like
Tate definitely deserved that. Tate
yeah,
definitely has earned that show.
they did him dirty. I mean, it was supposed to be in the works, and then they just kind of deaded it, which is why I don't know about Origins, bro. They announced this over a year ago, and we haven't heard nothing,
Right, but I mean,
nothing.
it makes sense. It makes sense though that they deaded the show because Tariq's character, what would he have done without Tate?
What you
You know
mean?
what I'm saying? Like he was really needed for that storyline to continue. So if you're going to eventually end it anyway and then spin everything off, because Tate also went ghost for a little while. So for the audience, it was like, damn, where's Tate? Where's Tate? You know what I mean? So it really opened up the storyline a little bit more. Now, if they do influence and then Tate finds out that um, Detective Carter was the one that actually put his brother down. Now you got a baseline to start with
True, true, true.
to an
Yeah,
extent, but I still think you
yeah.
need at least a good two or three big names to do it with him. You need a Sinai Lathan. Um, you know who I would love to see in power? Two people. Journey and well, they both was in the same movie. And Nate Parker, right?
Who?
You ever seen the Great Debaters?
I feel like that sounds familiar.
Right. So Nate Parker, he's the one that played in what the birth of a nation.
Nate Parker. Let me see.
Yeah, Nate Parker was the one that played and what's the name? Um,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Nat Turner. Yeah, Nat
Yeah,
Turner. Yeah, so that yeah,
yeah.
so he played him. I would love to see him in Influence. He would have a great resurgence in his career with some shit like that. And then Journey always has also shown that she could be a lawyer and kind of do that whole thing, or you know what I mean. So I would love to see those two specifically be added to one of the casts.
But those aren't big names, though.
Yet no, they're not. But it's a basis. You're gonna get nothing but great scenes from them.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So when I say
that's
when
not
I say
enough
big
people.
names, I mean you can have a couple, but like I think they slept on DDG. I think DDG would fit perfect in Ghost.
Get the
Perfect.
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of
DDG
here.
fits perfect in Ghost. He don't fit in
Oh
Raising
my
Cannon at
god,
all.
bro.
He does not fit
What
Raising
are
Cannon
you
at all.
doing? What are you doing? What are
Yeah,
you doing?
he does not fit Raising Cannon at all unless
DDG
he
should
raps.
DDG should not be anywhere near power.
No, he
Period.
should.
Stop. He should not be in the power universe, bro.
I can see it,
Based
bro.
on what?
They gave an opportunity to freaking who was it?
Dirk, Dirk,
Huh?
Lil
Yeah,
Dirk.
yeah, especially Dirt. Lamar Jackson got a damn. Come on, Lamar Jackson get a damn episode, but
Yeah.
DDG not good enough with his big ass following.
Bro, but first of all, you're comparing someone who's way more famous. You're comparing a superstar MVP quarterback to DDG. Like we know DDG, but DDG not that famous, bro.
Oh,
He not
DDG
he
has a
not that
huge fan
famous.
base.
Yeah, on YouTube and stuff, but I'm talking about the general population basis does not know who DDG is. They
DDG
do
has a
not know.
multi-platinum record, bro.
Bro, so do a lot of people. Blueface got a multi-platinum record.
That's a fact.
What does that mean?
That's a fact. And if Blueface
Come on,
walked his ass across the fourth screen, niggas would be like, "Oh shit, that's Blueface."
bro. My thing is, can you act though? Like Lil
It
Durk
doesn't matter.
did not. It
Dirk
should.
couldn't act. Dirk couldn't act. What did he do?
I don't like that shit, man. It dilutes the show. It really just dilutes the show.
Dirk was in it just to be in it.
But Dirk is a huge star though. I can see
Yes.
why they want
For
to
Force,
bring.
yes. For Force, it
Yeah,
makes total sense. He's from
yeah, because he's
Chicago.
from
Oh shit.
Chicago.
That
Yeah,
would have hit. That would have
but
hit.
Power 2,
No. Ghost didn't make no sense.
yeah, they just wanted to
Mm-mm.
get the views, man. But I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing about the Lamar Jackson thing until we see it because I made a video about it and then people was bashing me. They said I'm hating and I'm hating on black people and I'm not trying to see people. Bro, my thing is I like to see actors do an actor's job. We're not
No, for
tuning into
sure.
these shows to see these rappers and athletes. Now, if they can actually play the role, cool. Like Joey, he's great. He's great. That's a perfect example of a rapper making the transition to being an actor. But I don't want to act a rapper who's just coming to play a role for a little bit and then just gonna bounce. Are they really like invested in doing it?
Bro, you realize that okay. I like this is why I like it because number one, like Martin, Belair, they've always done this. Even in the new Belair, they have celebrity guests come into the show.
Not the same.
It's the exact same. Karushi is on Bel Air, bro. Why? And she's killing it though.
But look, that's a different type of show, bro. Those type of shows you can get away with throwing celebrities in because
No, you
it's a
can't,
fun. Yes, you can, bro.
bro.
Bel
It's the
Air.
same shit.
No, it's not. Bel Air, celebrity, LA scene. Like it's a drama. Like you can get away with that type of bro. They got Coco Jones in there, bro. They got all types of people. You can get
But
away with
Coco
that.
Jones is not. Coco Jones is known as an actress, and then became a singer.
Very
You see what
true.
I'm saying? So that's totally different. Like if Dirk was an actor and then turned, you know what I mean? DDG was a vlogger turned rapper.
True.
So he's put in the work to get an opportunity to at least get a guest appearance, and if people like him, they bring him back. It's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, it's possible. I don't want to shit on people until we see the scene. Just like Sweetie, like everybody was like, most people that I've seen said Sweetie did okay. It wasn't terrible. Young Miami, across the board, everyone said she was trash.
Terrible. Absolutely, absolutely terrible, bro. That's another. That's another person. Like you said, these people put in the work, bro. They don't got to put in no work. It's just the name. If
Well,
they
Young
see your
Miami
name,
did bring viewers. Her followers did come. Third is
but
perfect. She's terrible.
that's my whole point, bro. That's what the acting game is now. Like I did an interview yesterday with dude from Raising Canaan, Jamal Nichols. He literally said this. He was like, nowadays, it doesn't matter if you can act or not. They look at your social media following. If they feel like you can bring in views, if you can bring in traction, they're gonna cast you whether you can do that shit or not. If you
And
got
that's how
five
life
million
works.
followers,
You know this is my thing, right? And it was fucking me up because I was like, bro, why are you so against this? If it happens to you, niggas will say you got it because of your platform.
no, it's not the same though.
It's the same.
It's not the
You have a
same, bro.
big platform. You probably are the biggest TikToker that talks about power content for sure.
Yeah,
Number one. So if you got that role, niggas would not be surprised. They'd be like, bro, he has the biggest fucking following on TikTok.
but it would make sense for me to be in that position because I do content that's specifically about what I would be getting the opportunity for. I'm not a rapper who's just talking about guns and blood and violence, and I just happen to get on a TV show. Like it would make sense for me if people see me on Power, they'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like that's a long time coming. Nobody saw
Right. But
Lil
there
Durk
will
on
be a
Power was
lot of
like, "Oh my
people,
god, that made sense."
but there will be a lot of people that say, why did he get that opportunity? Just like you said, why is this rapper
True,
getting an opportunity?
true.
Again, it's the same shit. You personally feel like you deserve it, just like Lamar Jackson feels like he deserves it.
Nah, that's bullshit. Come on, bro. Why does he deserve it? Why does he deserve it? He plays football.
But it's about who could bring in views and who deserves it. You deserve it just like he does.
Mm,
If he actually went for it and said, "Yo, I kind of want to get my hands dibble and dabble into acting, bro." People do that shit all the time. Shaq dibbled and dabbled into acting, rapping, every fucking thing, business, everything. In his whole career, he dibbled and dabbled in everything. Same with LeBron. He's not really that great as an actor, but he did dibble and dabble in it.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So again, you don't know if you're trash. It was at a point where Method Man started, they was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And then he ended up being really good.
But Method Man has been acting before Power Book 2, bro. If you're not a casual, you know this. Like he's been acting years before this show. So
When
him
did
getting
when did
casted
Joey
made
Badass
sense.
start? When did Joey Badass start?
Bro, he was in Mr. Robot. He did a short feature film. He's been acting for a couple of years, bro.
I'm well aware. What age was
That
he?
was like back in 2019.
And what age was he in 2019?
Like early 20s, maybe mid 20s.
Exactly.
What's your
That's
point?
when Method Man got his opportunity. And he took it. He did well. He then continued to do it, and now he's in this position now where it's like no one can tell him that he can't do it. So if Lamar Jackson, God forbid, go out and break his knee tomorrow, he has his backup because people seeing him, seeing that he can act. He has a career past being an athlete. Eventually, his career is going to be over, bro. Football players maybe last maybe 15, max 20 years in the league. After that, you have to do something else.
Yeah, they do
So
no
if he
20
has some
years.
roles under his belt, he can go right into acting.
Yeah, but I feel like
LL
that's
Cool
how
J
it
got
is.
an opportunity. Ice Cube got an opportunity. Then he started producing his own shit, bro. It's again, it's the cycle of life,
Ice
bro.
Cube can act though.
Right, but then you, how do I know you can act? Say I was a producer, right? I don't
Yeah,
care if you can act or not. What I care
hold on,
about
hold
is
on.
when you get that opportunity, what do you do with it?
But look, it's very different for me, right? Because like I'm not just gonna get a role. I would have to audition. You know what I'm saying? They're
It
not just
doesn't
gonna
matter.
cast me because I have a platform. Yes, it does, because if you audition, that means you showed and you did something that makes them think that you're qualified versus, oh, I'm just gonna cast you because you have a big platform. Like
A lot of people
when you
get
hear
offers. A lot of people get
yeah,
offers. They literally half the cast said they got offers.
who
A lot of them got offers. They ain't had to audition.
cast of who,
Ghost, Raising Canaan, a lot
bro.
of
But
them.
look who's on the show though, bro. That's what I'm
I
saying.
get
It
it.
depends on who you are. Are you surprised that Patina Miller and these people got offers? Why would they audition? Of course. But it makes sense. You don't have
It's
to audition if you're a well established person. Like you can prove you've done your job. You've shown in other roles. Patina Miller has shown that
right.
she's a great actress before Raising Kanan was a thing. She was on Broadway, all of that. People who know TV, they know that. So it's like her getting the offer, cool. But someone like Lamar Jackson getting an offer, it's like, what, bro?
Well,
You
we
didn't
don't know that for
audition? Like,
sure. We don't know that for sure if he got an offer or not. Technically, we don't. Like DDG just came out and said that he
come on,
auditioned.
bro. That man is in
No,
one
but
episode,
remember,
bro.
but
You think he
DDG, even
auditioned
with the
for?
following he has, still had to audition, and he didn't get it.
Yeah, but DDG don't got Lamar Jackson following.
No, no, but I
He's,
mean, well, we
like
gotta
he
look that
don't,
up. We gotta look that up. I don't know
bro.
actually.
We're talking about an NFL MVP, bro. You know how
I
huge
realize
football
that.
is.
I understand that.
Come
But
on, that's
again, I don't
hundreds of
want to
millions of people.
until I see the numbers. I can't tell you, who's bigger. I don't know his numbers. I don't know what DDG following look like compared to Lamar Jackson's. I don't know that,
Come on, Sam. If you and I
bro.
go into a random grocery store right now, we walk up to 10 people and we say, "Do you know DDG?" How many people do you think are going to say yes versus Lamar Jackson? If we hold up their pictures, they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, he's the dude who plays football, right?"
What about Jokic? You think more
Everybody
people know
will.
DDG or Jokic? Exactly my point.
Probably
And
DDG, but
he's a
DDG,
multiple time MVP. It's the same shit.
no, but Jokic isn't on social media.
Okay,
Lamar Jackson is on. That's a huge factor. Where do we see DDG the most? On social
on
media. He's a
social
fucking
media.
streamer on TikTok. We see the clips. That makes sense. Jokic is a huge name, but he's not on the internet anywhere. If you don't watch basketball, you don't know him. Period.
Exactly my point. If you don't watch, but it's my thing,
You don't
right?
have to
If
watch
you
football
don't,
to know Lamar Jackson, bro.
why don't you?
Bro, you could have seen him on a commercial or something. That's my
What
point.
commercial?
Bro, there's people who don't watch basketball. They know LeBron, they know Kevin Durant, they know Steph Curry, correct? It's the same thing for football.
But if you
I
don't
don't
watch
watch football
football,
like
right,
that, but
and
there's
he
certain names that I
appears,
know.
right, but if you don't watch football and Lamar Jackson appears on the screen, in Raising Canaan, you may not put two and two together that that's Lamar Jackson. It's different if
Okay.
James Harden gets a role on Raising Canaan, you're gonna be like, that's James Harden. Every fucking body gonna know that.
Because he has a distinctive look.
And his following is bigger.
Yeah, and he's also on social media. He's also more out there than other people. DDG literally does internet for a living, bro. So if
Yeah.
you're on the internet, you're gonna know him. But that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that he's more well known and more popular. That just means for the people that are in our generation and younger, they resonate more with him. But them old white folks who watch TV, watch football every night, they know Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, they may
The
know the
kids,
name.
they know Lamar Jackson.
They may know the name.
How many people do you think over 35 know DDG? Let's be honest.
Oh, not many.
Exactly.
But I
That's
don't
my
think many
point.
know Lamar Jackson, to be honest with you. If you
Over
don't watch
30.
football, you don't know Lamar Jackson. You
Oh
may
my.
have heard the name, But if he walked past the majority of people, they may not know who he is. It's not like the
Mm,
NBA. You know that. They wear helmets, bro.
true, true, true,
If we talk about
true.
the top 10 people in the NFL that people would probably know, Lamar Jackson may make that list at the tail end, though. He's not a Russell Wilson. Hey, there's no way Russell Wilson walks past you and you don't know who that is.
Bro, because Russell Wilson is married to a celebrity as well.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter, bro. What? You telling me him being married to Sierra and all of the simp stuff that
It
people have said
helps
about
him. It helps him
all
for
that,
sure.
it plays a huge factor.
Huge factor. But I'm
Who
saying,
you are
like,
dating plays a huge factor.
right, for sure.
Just like DDG dating, what's her name, is a huge factor. Or I don't know if they still together or whatever, but that's a
Well,
huge,
like you said, he's on the internet a lot anyway. So I think that
very
kind of
true.
probably helped both of them.
100%, bro. If I start dating freaking I don't know, just freaking Diana, you don't think that's gonna boost my platform? They're gonna be like, oh, Mr. Power, he
Oh,
worked.
oh, you're going to the moon, sir.
I'm going up. I might even start getting casted. I might start getting casted. Is that a goal of yours? Like, would you want to be involved in power somehow? Whether it be
Nah,
like behind the scenes,
mm-mm,
acting, nothing,
nothing.
nothing.
I'm just a fan, bro. I literally do this just for the love of the show. That's it.
So if they offered you a job, you
Mm-mm.
decline.
I would decline because I
Cap.
work in higher ed, bro. That's my love. That's my heart.
Okay, okay,
Love
okay.
working with college students. That's my heart. I will do this on the side here and there. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, I really started this because I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I gotta start getting invited to the premieres or whatnot. And it's the only way I thought I could do it.
for real.
Still ain't work, but still in all.
You was at the premiere for Ghost though, right?
Bro, I got that because Kimi gave me a ticket. Not because they invited me.
Oh,
Kimi gave
damn.
me a ticket, and she was like, "Oh, I know you be at work, and I know you probably didn't see the thing, but I got you a ticket, so don't worry about it."
That's real. Yeah,
Right? And she got me the ticket, and then her ass was down at the bottom with all the other celebrities. I'm like, "Well, goddamn,
bro. How, bro? Am I doing something wrong?
bro, it's all about who you know,
But that's my thing though. How do I get in a position where I can know these people?
bro. I've been trying to figure out this shit, and I just had my anniversary actually. On the 14th, was my 3 year anniversary of starting this page. And I'm still not at 300,000, which I'm like, fuck. But anyway, I'm getting
Bro,
there.
two
I'm
hundred thousand
close,
in 3 years is a fucking lot, bro.
but I'm not there yet.
Most people on
I,
social media are never hitting six figures.
at a point, I
Ever.
was saying, damn, I gained 100,000 every single year. I ain't gained that shit last year, but it's okay though. I'm almost there.
It's
Maybe I'll get there. Hopefully by the end of next week. Who knows?
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Hope so. But regardless of the fact, yes, that is a lot of people. That is a lot of followers. But at the same time, bro, what is it all for? If
That's
I
what I'm
don't get
saying.
to
It really
meet
don't mean nothing.
anybody from the show,
Yeah.
I look at and like I said, I love all of the content creators, but it's people that got 10,000 that have met every single person on Power, and I'm not gonna say no names.
yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's their business.
Yeah.
That's their business. That's you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say no names, but they
Well, okay,
they
okay,
have
okay. So
met
even
everybody,
someone like Kimi though, she's met a lot of people. Have you ever
everyone.
like talked to her and been like, "Yo, how do
Yeah,
you?"
I got a lot of opportunities because of her. Shout out to her.
I need somebody to put me through the door, bro.
One of
You
the
know what I'm saying?
producers ended up basically hitting me up and saying, "Hey, I want you to come down to New York City. It
What?
could be whenever you got free time." So this was back in 2023. I just cracked 100,000 right before I went down, and basically I went down and like got to meet her. I was on her episode of her podcast. And she had different people from different like sectors. It was the people that do like hair and makeup for the cast for Ghost. It was the costume designer from um Wu Tang was there,
Mm,
and then it was some camera the people that do like camera work and stuff for like Ghost and Power. It was just a whole bunch of different people that are associated with stars or associated with the film and industry in general. And I was there because she wanted someone that was like social media, like that does the social media part. And at the time, I was the biggest page at the time, so she asked me to come in and all that. So I went down to the city. I met her, where she wanted me to meet. We did like the whole episode. Episode never came out, but it basically we was talking about the 50 years of hip hop. I've never seen the episode to this day, but I love her to death still. But yeah, 50 years of hip hop, and we was talking about that at the time. And basically, it was just an opportunity. Like I took the opportunity, I went, and I'm thinking, oh, this may come to something.
Maybe
And
so.
she asked me why I
Yeah.
started my page, and I told her I was like, look, I just want to go to the premieres and like live that lifestyle, like, cause I want to turn into media.
Right.
And nothing else ever happened after that.
Damn.
Yeah, I was
See
on
that
live one day, and she was like,
that's my
yo, like,
biggest fear, bro.
huh?
That's my biggest fear is like going somewhere or like going to an event or something with someone and then not like turn to anything. Like even me, like I went to the premiere too. I gained a bunch of followers, which is cool,
Right.
but like nothing else came of that. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like people think that followers is like it really don't mean shit at the end of the day, bro. Like they
Oh,
not
bro.
pay. Instagram don't even pay, bro.
That's not
That's
true.
another thing we need to talk about,
That's not true.
bro.
Bro,
Come
I've
on
gotten,
now.
I've gotten, I've gotten a little bit of not crazy to
I'm
brag
talking
about.
about like are they paying though?
I made 2 G's off Instagram last year alone.
For real? How does
Mhm.
that work? How did the monetization work? Because
Bro, I
I
wish
see a
I
lot of
knew.
people
It's
saying
like
a lot of different
ads.
things.
It's like off ads. Like basically, if they put ads in your thing, as a post starts getting traction, okay, I'll give you an instance, right? I don't know why to this day. All I did was when BMF was coming back out and they put all those photos up, I downloaded the post and I re-put up all of the photos. For whatever reason, I don't know if maybe the algorithm seen my post first, but I ended up getting like 26,000 views, no, 26,000 likes on that post with all of the new BMF pictures that just came out. Bro, I made $67 off that post
You talking about the from this year's
from
cast?
this coming up season.
The
Yes,
shit you just
$67.
posted? The shit you
It
just
don't
posted.
right. It don't sound like it's a lot of money, but bro, off one
Bro, see,
post,
that's a lot of money to just be posting a picture,
bro,
bro.
it blew my mind. I'm like, what? And then I'll have videos that'll go up. It'll do 1 million views or 500,000 views, and I'll make 10 cents off it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, that's why I don't understand. Like the monetization is not clear. And the people who are supposedly monetizing, they don't really give it to you straight. Like
Because
they
they
just
don't know
kind of
themselves.
yeah, bro. Bro, I remember Meta sent me a invoice. Guess how much it was?
$50.
1 cent. Swear to God, bro. I was like, email from Meta Quest or some shit like that. I'm like, oh, this from Instagram. 1 cent invoice. Keep in mind, like, I got a couple viral videos. Like the last month, I got like 3 million views.
Right.
Nothing.
Well, that's the
Nothing.
thing. It's different on TikTok too because TikTok.
Bro, TikTok be paying.
Right.
If you
Well,
can
I don't know.
do,
I haven't figured out that algorithm. You told me like the steps and stuff, but
bro, you
it,
gotta post the 1 minute videos. That's really all it is.
I see, but again, it's hard to find a 1 minute thing unless I'm doing it myself. I do it myself, cool. I can just make a bunch of videos, and that's why I got that camera thing because I wanted to start
Yeah,
making some face videos or whatever.
that's the
Because
key.
again, that's what a lot of people are doing, and they making crazy money off that.
That's what I learned though. Like nowadays, because I remember even you said this when you were like, "Oh, you a fan on a mission, not a fan page." That's the
For sure.
difference between these creators. Is like nowadays, for example, like if you want to be a faceless creator, right, and make money, unless your content is impeccable with great storytelling, it's not gonna work. Like because people
Yeah.
got AI and all that stuff now. Versus if you show your face and you got a personality that they resonate with, boom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
People feel you a
that's
little more.
that's
Yeah.
that's how. Because trying to monetize off 1 minute videos on TikTok that aren't like you, they usually hit with the copyright. Like there's you got to kind of find a way around that. But
Oh,
Instagram is the only platform where I can't figure out how to monetize, bro. Like
that's the
YouTube,
only one
you
I
can pay
figured
up.
out how to monetize. And it's literally, it came out of nowhere. I swear to God, bro. My first 2 years, I didn't make a single penny. And then
Not
all of
me.
a sudden they introduced the whole ads, like you get paid through monetized with ads. And all of a sudden I
When did
started
that
getting these
come about?
random PayPal payments, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking, and my shit was going crazy at the time. So I'm just getting a check here, check here, check here. It's just random payments is getting sent to my PayPal. And then I got the thing in from last year, and it said I made 2 grand. I'm like, damn, I made 2 grand off Instagram. Like, it don't sound like a lot, like I said, but it's something.
Bro, it's a lot. People, I feel like people don't understand. Like, if you're making money from your phone, which is minimal effort, really, outside of doing the actual content, you're really just posting it like 2,000, 1,000, bro. That's kind of the goal, is like making it like another form of income. When did the ad stuff start coming in? Like, when did that? Because I haven't
Uh,
got them.
bro, I promise you, it was probably at the top of 23 is when I first started getting any kind of buzz or any kind of money off it. It slowed
How
down.
many
Like
followers
last
did
year, it
you
was
have
kind
at
of
that
slow.
point?
Huh?
How many followers did you have at the point of
Oh,
that?
let's see. I had just hit 100. Well, okay, so I've hit 100,000 every single year. So like April to April, I had 100,000, and then to the next April, I
Mm,
had 100,000, and to this April, basically, I'm close to reeling in that third 100,000. So, I would say I started getting the checks when I was at like 150.
mm, okay.
So around that time, but again, it has nothing to do with the followers. I think it just has more to do with just, if your shit go viral at a time, or it's just timing. I don't know what it is, bro. I've had some posts
But is it that
only get
though? Because you
5,000
can get
likes,
a
but
viral
then,
video.
huh?
You can get a viral video and not get paid anything though. That's the
Oh,
thing.
I'm well aware. It's weird. Anything, if it's a clip, you're not getting no money off it. No money out. You like clips? They are removing you from it. But like, I've done some dance videos, and the dance videos have done very well. And like I said, I just started that when I first started the page, because I'm just like, I like chopping up videos and like posting. I just like to post shit sometimes.
Yeah, I seen the
Um,
jukebox video where her singing.
bro, that's the third time I posted that video and it went viral again.
For real?
You
Yeah,
gotta
the
repost,
algorithm
bro.
is
You
very
gotta
weird,
repost.
bro.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's that's one thing that definitely works. So I kept seeing all of the damn influencers on YouTube. They all kept saying repurpose your content, repurpose your content. I'm like, yeah, but I like making new shit. But it was like, yeah, you can make new stuff, but just keep repurposing it. Like, go back something that worked well before, or something that didn't work that well before. Maybe you didn't have as big of a following at the time. Maybe it
Mm,
just, the
yeah,
algorithm
yeah,
wasn't hitting, and just re-put it out there and see what happens. And that shit goes crazy sometimes. And I'm like, this
yeah,
shit I've already posted. I
yeah.
already posted the if Power was filmed in the 90s. I had already posted that shit. But in October, I was literally on vacation. But I was like, you know what? I want to get a good post up today. So I'm like, I've made the list. So now I got all the pictures done. I've already put all the people's names in and stuff. I'm just gonna put it up again, but I'm gonna add some names to it. I'm gonna add a few people. I'll add another page of people. Bro, that shit did the same numbers as it did when I first posted it, if not better. Twenty-eight
Yeah,
thousand
I
likes
think the follower count plays a factor. I'm not gonna lie, because they probably push your videos more. Because bro, I had a video,
sometimes.
I think it was like an Amari interview. It was like with Gillian Wallow or some shit, where he was talking about like power and stuff. I
Mhm.
posted that video like months ago, and I had reposted it again, but I posted on like Instagram this time,
Yeah.
like 150,000 views. First time I posted it, like 1,000 views, bro. Like, so I guess that really is a factor. And I
No,
feel
you
like
got to go back and
Instagram,
repost everything,
done
bro,
my
because that's what's
research.
gonna get the following up. Because you have more followers now than you did before, so that's what's gonna get you the followers. But it really just Instagram really like takes off following wise. Something just has to go viral at the right time at the right space. Because again, that jukebox video is at about 500,000 right now, right?
Wow.
But I have not. I've had a few videos. I had a video do 1 million, and I didn't gain any followers. The video of Sax,
What?
the video of Sax and who was it? It was Paige her Sax, and the wife had filmed it or whatever. I found that shit randomly on Instagram, and I was like, how the fuck have I never seen this? So I was like, I put it up there.
Yeah.
I put it, posted the shit, bro. This shit did crazy numbers. It just hit 1 million this week. and I got no followers from that. Not one. My follower didn't move. Not one.
Yeah. I
But I
mean,
posted a jukebox video, and that shit gets 3,000 followers. Then I posted the video maybe
wow.
a couple days before that with Michael Randy dancing, and that got me another 2,000 followers.
From
So
one
I'm like,
post?
what?
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. What the fuck?
Nuts, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I swear I don't
I
get
think
it.
it really just depends on like the type of video. But also I realized on Instagram, the conversion, just the engagement is just lower than like a TikTok platform. Like people on Instagram watch more than they engage, bro. Yeah.
Sometimes it depends on the like Power Stars fans, Power Stars 2, like those two pages get way more engagement than me. You know what I
Depends
mean?
on
So
what are
like
they posting though.
like they'll just post like clips or they'll post like this kind of the same similar things that I'm posting, but I try to make a lot of like original content, but then I also
Yeah.
do like clips and stuff because I had people DM me and was like, yo, you should post more clips and you should kind of do a little bit basically more what the other pages was doing, and
Mm.
then I should do my own stuff too. So I started doing that, and like I feel like now our but like I post like the same photo and my shit won't do nothing. And they'll post the same video and they should go to the moon. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's weird, bro. But also I feel like the growth has to come though. I feel like as a creator, if you're doing the same shit, then they get like I don't know whether it's bored or they get used to what you're doing. That's why I'm always thinking like, what's the new thing that I can do? Because I hate being the same. Like like I'm telling you, there's
Bro,
another character.
I literally started my page with that thought process in my head. Like I have to do something totally different from what other every other page is doing. So
Yep.
literally, I started to make different posts. I started to make a list of this and a list of that, and I started doing a transition videos. Is the real thing I brought into Instagram because nobody was doing it. So, but then
I don't know
everybody
how the
started
fuck you
doing it.
doing that
Right.
shit.
But I was starting to gain followers because nobody else was doing it. And then everybody started doing that shit. Now every page is over 100,000 now. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, like, but
Yeah,
so then I've
there's
had to
low-key a lot
start
of
doing
good
shit
power
different.
pages. I didn't beat that. There's a lot of pages that do power content that got like 50,000, 100,000, two hundred
I'm well
thousand.
aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I
I'm
started
on
that
y'all
whole
last
trend. I
though.
started the whole
I'm
wave.
coming for all y'all niggas. I'm coming for all
Bro,
y'all niggas.
I will welcome you. I have no problem. Haven't I added you to posts?
Yeah. See, y'all don't be fucking with me though. You
Who is
you the
y'all?
probably the only one that's hit me up with a collab. There's been
Come on
bro,
now.
there's another bro. I don't know which page it was. They be stealing my content, bro. It's one of them power stars thingies because I posted a video. I don't know if you've seen this. It was Amari. He went to Nigeria or some shit,
Yeah, it was the
and
I
they
think it
asked
was
him
the
about the picture he gave,
AJ Designs or whatever. I forgot the page name, but
some
I
shit
I
like
think
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah. That
"Oh,"
was that was kind of
he
crazy.
was like, "I didn't say that. I didn't do that," and it went viral, 500,000. This nigga downloaded my video,
And posted it
reposted
just
that
like
shit, no credit, nothing,
you need a logo, bro.
bro. But bro, that's just
You do need
bullshit,
a
bro.
logo. I
And
promise you need a logo.
logos can be removed. That's my thing, though. Nowadays,
Logos
bro,
cannot be
AI.
removed.
Yes,
Logos
bro,
cannot be removed. It'll show like a blur, but you'll know if your shit is blurred or not.
bro. I'm
And
trying to tell you.
most people don't even give a fuck, bro. They'll post your shit with the logo.
Yeah. So it doesn't even matter then. Because
It
I've
does,
seen, bro,
because at the end of the
there's
day,
websites that'll download videos with no watermark, no logo. Like technology is like that now. It doesn't matter what you got. Unless you're gonna copyright the person and you got lawyers and all of that, it's pointless. You know
well, that's why
what
I
I mean?
started to. If you notice, a lot of my pages, a lot of my posts now, I'll post the PowerIsFire logo, and it's like a
Yeah,
big white box up top, and then it has the whatever the title is, and then underneath is the video. I haven't
yeah,
seen nobody cut my shit out, except for one person did that shit, but I'm like,
bro.
whatever. But still, but for the most part, my shit, like I posted it, took off, did whatever. Because again, bro, I try to do all of the shit that the other pages is not doing. Like
Mm,
niggas was not
yeah,
posting the AI shit. I'm like, bro, why y'all niggas not posting this AI shit?
they don't know about AI, bro.
Well, listen, I was on that shit first, I posted it, went to the moon. Now everybody posting AI. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's the wave. Shit, I be using AI for a lot of my stuff, like captions, descriptions, all of that. Yeah.
Right. It's just timing too, bro. It's all about timing. But you got it, bro. Listen, I don't need to tell you what to do. You got this shit, bro. Don't ask me about Instagram. I promise you, because Instagram has changed 40 times since I started.
Yeah. I
I
feel
am
I
continuously
just
trying
don't
to
like
figure
the
out
app. I'm not
Instagram.
gonna lie. I hate Instagram, bro. The
Oh
only
my
reason I'm
gosh.
on it is because it's another platform for me to like show my face and shit.
No, for
But like
sure.
it's one of them apps I just really post and just get off because it be so negative. That's the main thing. Like Instagram is so negative, bro. Like you can have the most normal ass post and someone will comment something that's like, I'm like, damn nigga, like I'm posting about power. Like what the like what the fuck?
Right, but and I did notice that you call my man's a B. I ain't like that, but anyway,
Who
because I
who
guess you got mad about something that she said and you called her a B. Or, I don't know. Listen, it is what it is. But
who
I'm not gonna say the name, but I did see the comment where you call her a B, and I was like, bro, damn, oh my god.
who?
Anyway, we'll talk about it offline.
Give me a
But
hint.
anyway, so basically, yeah.
All right, we gonna
But
talk about this.
again, I think you could do it in a way like you can argue back and forth with fans to an extent. You still gotta be
I rarely
respectful.
do it though. It's just like some people just get me. Yeah, it's rare,
Yeah,
but I
right. But
sometimes.
I won't personally call people names. I'll go at them if they say some dumb shit. I'm like, bro, come on now, like you know what I mean. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like when somebody's trying to like test my intelligence or they'll be like, oh, bro, why didn't you post this? Like, oh, you forgot this person. It's like I didn't forget that person. That person definitely does not have an Instagram page. I do all of the research before I post. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if I did forget it, or if somebody, or sometimes I post it because I know people in the comments gonna know who it is. So I'm
Yeah.
like, as soon as I seen that comment, oh, there you go. Thank you. I ain't had to do the research. Appreciate it. But man, listen, I love the Power fans. They are the worst.
Worse. Oh
The
my god,
worst,
bro.
bro. Oh my.
Worse.
And they be so quick to say something is a dumb theory and a dumb idea, but it's like, bro, unless it's a dumb theory that makes no sense, I'll say, you know what? Okay,
But a lot of
they
them
have their
be like that
points.
though.
No,
A lot of them
but
be like,
the bro, the ghost, baby ghost, little ghost in the fucking convenience store stealing alcohol. Come on, bro. That's how you introduce ghosts. That's your theory.
but but
That
but
one I was
that's
like,
how
that's stupid.
that's how we view it. But like I've seen a lot of people be like, how could you not think that? Like, and bro,
Bro,
those videos that
never
been
came
going
across my
viral,
mind.
those videos went viral. Hundreds of thousands of likes, and you
I
see
know,
thousands of people in the comments be like, "Oh, that's definitely ghost. How could I not see that?" Like the majority of people think the other way. And I'm like,
bro.
bro,
But
y'all, no way
okay,
y'all been
so
watching this show.
that's another thing too, right? With me, and unfortunately, I've gotten so big to the point where everything I post is Bible to them. So they feel like if I posted it, then that shit is true.
So,
So I don't
yeah,
really like to,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I was never gonna post that was Baby Ghost, even if I really felt like it was. Because they
yeah,
gonna see I posted it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely Baby Ghost because Powers Fire posted it. No, I don't want to
yep,
post nothing, no misunderstand, no misinformation
yeah.
unless I can confirm it. I'm at that point
Yeah.
now.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have burned some bridges with Courtney Kemp.
Yeah, bro, when I tell you you were the topic of a lot of group chats.
Really?
Yes, nigga, yes.
Let's talk about that. I'm
Oh
not
my
aware of
gosh. So
this.
so there was a lot of people was saying like, yo, damn, he gonna burn a bridge. Like, damn, like why he saying that about Courtney Kemp? It's like, bro, like chill out. And I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I get it, but you can't say names. Because I feel like when you say names, you're personally attacking that person. So like you could do it in a way that it's just like, okay,
But
I
it's
don't
like,
agree with this or I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
but I agree with that. But when you say the names, then they know for sure who you're talking about, right?
No,
Versus trying to do it
it's
underlining. Like that's why they go viral.
no,
Courtney
I,
commented
I
on one
get
of
it.
my posts,
Oh,
bro.
I'm well aware.
You
So
see that?
that shows you everything you post. She's watching, bro. Courtney be so
Damn.
in the loop, bro. Oh my gosh, she be so in the loop. It's
Yeah.
not even funny. Like
Explains why
she
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 didn't answer
watched
my
everything.
DMs. Yeah. It explains why
So
she didn't respond to the DMs.
oh right, yeah, yeah. I've gotten some DMs from her before, but but again, never will I ever talk about 50 in a negative light. And don't get me wrong, I was
No, no, no,
super heated
definitely not
about.
50.
Yeah, I was super
Definitely
heated
not
though
50.
about that situation where with Amari. I spoke my opinion on it, but never will I ever say, "Fuck 50, 50's a bitch,
Yeah.
50's this." Like, bro, I'm not gonna do that. Me personally, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Facts.
But you
I
can
mean, bro, I don't
disagree
ever be
in a
going
way
that
that
far,
you're
bro.
not making it seem like. Because again, we only watching this shit because of Courtney Kemp, bro. So her decisions clearly worked. Everybody like, oh, I can't believe it. She ruined power when she killed Ghost. The money's not saying that.
Hey, when that now that deal with Lionsgate gone, it is.
Bro, it is, but technically speaking, her deal will never be over with Lionsgate because um obviously Lionsgate still has some type of say in stars. They did break away, but they still got some
Mm,
kind of control of it. Like it's not
yeah,
officially like
I be seeing
100%.
their names on the yeah.
Right.
I mean,
So
she's with
like
Netflix now, right? So I mean, she kind
she
of
is,
is
but
a
she's
drifter.
not. Remember, because Courtney Kemp is executive producer for life on that show.
Yeah,
She
facts.
gets
Yeah.
paid forever. So that means that Courtney Kemp
Damn.
is gonna always have some say in what goes on
Oh
in
god.
all of the shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they decide to do influence, if they decide to do these next spinoffs, Courtney Kemp will be executive producer on all of those shows, and probably Mary J. Blige at this point because she was on the fuck she was the executive producer for the fourth season. I'm like, what?
Really?
And this is why I was upset because I'm like, how does Mary J. Blige get a executive producer credit, but Amari don't?
Because they don't like him.
And that's a whole different story. You see what I'm saying? But again, it just shows the favoritism. But
Yeah.
nobody deserves it more than Amari. I'm sorry.
And I
Because
think
Joseph
that's
Sikora
why
is the
he's
executive producer for his show and some of the other shows too.
wow.
He has a say in all of this shit and how it goes.
I see why he be salty though, bro.
Who?
I see why he's mad because he's probably looking at it like, well, damn, they getting these credits and I'm not. And apparently he asked for one and they didn't. Because I've seen some interviews that he's done with like I think it was like John Bertha or whatever. He's very cryptic in the way that he speaks, but like if you pay attention, you can kind of like pick up on what he's saying.
Hmm.
They wasn't rocking with that man, bro. They was trying to get that man out.
And
And
I
look,
get it,
the
but
only reason I started made that video about Courtney Kemp is because 50 said it. He the one that came out and said, "Oh, she did not like him. They had beef." You know what I mean? People acting like, "Bro, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing against Courtney Kemp." You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make the content and capitalize off what they saying. I ain't got nothing. I would sit down with Courtney Kemp and interview her for 3.5 hours.
oh
But
oh oh, trust me, bro, I probably won't be able to get through the interview.
oh yeah,
I'll
I
be
would
so
have
damn
so many
nervous and
questions,
I'll be
bro.
shook because I'll be like, bro, I'm really sitting here with the fucking creator. Like I see Kimi was able to talk to Sasha Penn. I don't think I
Sasha,
can sit there. I don't think I can sit there and interview Sasha Penn. I don't think I could do it.
really? Why?
Bro, I just I don't know. It's just because I'm like I know he's the creator. It's a whole
Yeah,
nother thing. Like it's like damn, like that's a whole nother level of like, because then you got to make sure your questions on point. You can't ask spoilers. Like it's like a whole like I don't know. Like I could do it,
you
but
can't
it's
look at
just
it like
damn.
that. You can't look at it like that though. I look at it as I'm just having a conversation like I'm having with you right now.
Could you have an interview with 50?
Oh, that's easy,
I couldn't do it.
easy.
I
Why?
couldn't do it. No.
Why?
Bro, I'll be nervous the whole time.
I'd be nervous to do the interview, but once we press record, first of all, I think I'd be more comfortable having an interview with 50 than anybody else because he's gonna be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna be responsive to the shit that I'm trying to talk about, and like he's not gonna take anything personal about how I view shit. Whereas if you're doing it with someone like Courtney Kemp or a creator, they feel a certain way about their craft, and you know what I mean. Like it's different. 50, bro, that interview doing
Oh, for sure,
a
easily,
million.
but
I'm asking spoilers. I'm asking the behind the scenes stuff. Oh, what did this person do? What did that person do? Because he's gonna tell me, bro. Because
no, for
he's
sure.
fucking rich. He don't got nothing to lose.
Right.
Yeah. I think these
I mean,
niggas is
I don't
humans,
know.
bro. They
Maybe I
humans.
could, but I just be looking at shit like, damn, okay.
Because it's like at the end of the day, that's great content for your platform.
Hmm.
That makes you look better. It makes them look better. I'm praying
and
for that.
and the clips. Oh
50,
my god, the clips
how that, bro? I would
alone.
clip the whole everything. Every minute I'm clipping that
I'm
shit.
clipping every topic. What the
Look,
fuck?
that Opus Clip website, that should have made my life so much easier, bro. Like, oh my God, bro.
Not for sure.
It used to take me hours to do the editing. Now I throw that shit in and that shit pop out in like 15, 20 minutes, 40, 50 clips.
Not even that.
Yeah,
It's more like oh no, it is like 10 minutes, but 10 minutes. But again, after the 10 minutes is up, it's giving you all of the clips that they think oh this the one.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, the
yeah. You
top
could, you
four
could
always be great. I'll be like, damn, the top four
always,
always like fire.
yeah. The captions and everything.
Hmm.
I think you just gotta like insert like what you want. Like I always put like best moments, funniest moments. Like you gotta let the AI know what's up. But
Yeah, we got to definitely do it in person one, bro. I would love to have you on the actual podcast. Yeah, that should have look immaculate.
bro, let's do it,
Yeah,
bro. I've been
definitely.
waiting for
But you in
somebody to
DC
do
though,
that.
right? You in DC?
I'm like 45, 50 minutes from DC.
Closer to Virginia or closer to Maryland?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, you in Maryland? Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, but DC, that ain't nothing but a little drive.
Now for
That ain't
sure.
that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would love to set something up in person. But the only thing is, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get my equipment over there. Because then I have to
That would
take it
be
on the
fire,
plane.
bro.
It will. Oh, but
That would be
I like I
fire.
said, but I have everything. It's just getting it on the plane. Might well maybe no no it will be fine because I can put it in my I put it in my check bag.
Suitcase.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
put everything in the check bag. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think they would flag that.
No. Nope, I'll be fine.
Yeah. The only thing
But
is,
yeah.
what? How you gonna find a location for that though?
Oh, easily.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. We can easily find a location. Um, I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that simple. Like
Yeah,
that's
if the
why I
weather's
haven't done
nice.
in-person podcasts because finding a location and locking that down and then paying for it and then sending them. That's one thing that I don't. And these people not really trying to do in-person interviews like that. Like trying to get someone to come to a different city is a big ask if you're not paying them.
No, for sure. Yeah, so that's why I
I done
said
had
it would
people be
be
like, "Oh,
like
you got
I
to
would
pay me."
just
I'm
meet you
like,
somewhere.
"Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
be out DC."
no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can meet in DC, or I could find a way to
I'm
Maryland.
saying you
Like
be
if it's
coming
not
out
too.
here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it would be a nice. I think it'd be a nice thing. I would just love that. Or if it was a premiere or whatever, we both happen to be in New York City at the same time. We can make it work there too.
I'm praying, bro.
Yeah, that would be dope. I don't know.
I
You
thought there
never
was
know.
gonna be one for Raising Canaan, but I didn't hear nothing.
They
I don't know if they
didn't.
did that before.
Allegedly, they didn't have one. They just had the private party that Makai threw, but that was it. Um,
Man,
but Force, I don't know what they're gonna do with Force, and I'm not going all the way to damn Chicago. I'm sorry, I can't write that off. Maybe I could actually. I probably could
I
dead
don't
ass
want to
write
go
that
to.
off.
I
To
don't
be
want to go
honest,
there, bro.
yeah, but
I ain't
I
never
think I could dead ass write that off.
business.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I gotta really sit down with an accountant because they could probably they I probably been fucking up this whole time. I could write off that meeting with you. Let's go. Launch on me, nigga.
You low key could, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it's trickier than I feel like people make it seem though. But yeah,
No,
you
no,
could
no.
definitely
It's way easier than you think.
really.
It's just yeah, they'll give you a portion back of what you pay for sure.
But do you have to have proof of like having a business or
Yeah.
like
You
do
have to
they?
get an LLC, yeah, but like LLC
Yeah.
is not hard to get. Like it was pretty simple for me. I think I went to what was it called? Um, I forgot what it's called, but it's like Inflex,
It's a
whatever it's
website.
called. Yeah. Yeah. I'll look into all that stuff. But yeah, getting LLCs was nothing. It was fine. Um, but yeah, then you'll go to the IRS website and then you'll get your EIN number. And after you get your
Mm,
EIN number, you're pretty much
yeah,
good to go.
yeah, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, in
it's
person
something you should
podcast.
definitely do because again, you're going to be doing a lot of traveling eventually. Like if you're really serious about doing the interviews and all that other shit, yeah, bro, you need to all that need to be written off.
Yeah.
But you got to also find a
I
way
don't even know
to
what
make
I
the
don't even
money.
know what I'm trying to do, honestly, bro. Like I just be winging it sometimes. Like people think that I'm trying to be an interviewer, but that's not really the goal. I'm just trying to be
No,
a
but you got to
media.
start. You got to start somewhere for sure.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to be involved in the entertainment industry by any means possible. Don't
Yeah,
mean
I want
there
to. I
Cut me a
want to do
check.
interviews, but
That's
I,
it.
I want to do it in person. Like honestly, if it's not in person, I really don't want to do the
Yeah,
virtual ones. But it's okay. You know what I mean? It's good content. It'll like it's easy to clip the virtual stuff for sure.
yeah, hell yeah.
But the in person stuff, it is a little more of a setup. But like I would feel like the man if I was interviewing Patina Miller.
In person, yeah. I didn't DM her, bro.
Oh,
I just she ain't answer, but I didn't DM everyone you can think of. From Crystal, like even the smallest character, I DM everybody, bro.
yeah, the only one
My
that got
only thing
back to
is like,
me. Well, I'm not
dude,
gonna say the only one. She was actually the only one I've ever asked. But I asked Anika Nani Rose for an interview, and she did eventually write me back and say, you just got to reach out to my manager.
see, that's when you know it's chopped. Once they say that, like I reached
Yeah,
out to London Brown, he responded. He said the same shit. Oh, reach out to my management, blah blah blah. DM them. They didn't even respond. They
yeah,
hit me back
their
like two
managers never
months
respond,
later.
with the
They hit
exception
me
of
back 2 months later to say he's too busy.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
so you telling me this 2 months later? Like, I know now. Like, this is crazy.
yeah, because I
But I
wanted
be
to do
seeing
a,
that
like
man
a
go
club
live like
hosting.
every day. I'm
I
like,
wanted to do
okay,
like a club hosting, and I reached out to Alex Lepre people, and they just was asking me what's the data I was looking at and all that. So they did reach back to me though, but it was more like I don't know at this point.
a club hosting with her,
Yeah, so that was
they
my
be
next step.
charging for that though.
Huh?
They be charging for that though.
No, I know. Oh, that's fine. But the thing is, so I had in Saratoga, which is like the next town over or whatever. I was reaching out to them about it, and they was basically like, yeah, just give us your contact information, and then we could work something out. So I was like, shit, that might be a go, but I don't know that.
Yeah,
But it would cause me to have to get some money that I don't have. So
bro. Because I seen the interview with Gianni. He was talking about how they be doing the club hostings and stuff. He was like, they be making like 100, 150 for that shit, bro. I'm like,
no, I think it's no, it's not 150. It's like
no,
Michael
he said a
Michael.
100,000.
No,
He was like
no,
the
no,
power
for sure,
cast
yeah.
because of 50, they make it like 100, 150K for to show up.
No, for sure. Because now at
Yeah,
this point, yes, yeah. But I'm saying like when
yeah,
they
yeah,
first
yeah.
started, it might be
Yeah,
like
probably
five,
not.
6, $7,000 or whatever. But yeah, now, yeah, I
Mm,
ain't gonna lie, they getting that money now.
bro,
The 50 got these
man,
niggas walking around like they rappers now, so
yeah.
I feel it. But if
That's
you
why
say,
50
"Oh,
is the
Tariq and
GOAT, bro.
Braden is coming to the party," shit, it's gonna be lit.
They're gonna pull up. Yeah. Especially since GOAT's damn near like the most popular power show, bro, numbers
Nah, for
wise.
sure.
So yeah,
I know
yeah, we
Michael
need, we
make
need, we need.
crazy money. Michael might be pulling in 200, 250. If Gianni getting 150, imagine what Michael pulling in.
I don't even think Michael got to act no more, bro.
No, hell no, hell no.
At this point, you could just do business because I mean, you made enough money where you can invest in shit like that. That's the goal, though. Like to
And
where
that's
you
what he
can
does.
kind of rely.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
invested in a new financial company, and then like yeah, he really don't have to act. I think he just do that shit for the love. I'm not gonna lie at this point.
facts.
And
Yeah,
for him to still be on Power, he just doing it like. But again, it has to make sense. Like that he's not gonna just do another spinoff and that shit just the same. Tariq is the same shit. No, probably gonna be executive producer. I hope in the next show
oh
because he
yeah,
should have been for Ghost. That shit was crazy to
bro.
me.
That's what I'd be confused about. Like, how do they decide who gets that and who don't? Because someone like Michael Rain, who's been on the show for 10 years, you would think that's like a given. I shouldn't even have to ask for that.
Ah,
He didn't direct no episodes, nothing.
Mary J. Blige got a credit. Why the hell Michael Rainey can't
Yeah.
get a credit?
Because she's Mary J. Blige.
Nah, that shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy. Because again, at this point, it's like, come on, bro. Like Joseph Secor has been with the company just as long as Michael now. He needs that.
Facts.
He needs that shit now.
Yeah,
And I
I
need to
need
see
that.
his fucking name. Executive producer
Like the
Michael Rainey
producer,
Jr. I need
Michael
to see his
Ray
damn name.
Jr.
Fuck all that behind the scenes shit. No, I need to see this nigga's name.
I definitely think if they do another show, he's gonna have that leverage at this point because
Oh, he
the
better.
numbers, the numbers, the numbers. They don't lie.
And they don't lie.
They
And
do
technically
lie.
speaking, he could always have that shit on his resume that he had the biggest power. He had the biggest show on Stars, period, ever. He definitely did in terms of the numbers.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. They
Fuck it
eat. They
though.
eating off Omari, man. They eating off that man forever, forever.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is though. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And look at him now. And everybody be like, "Oh, why we don't know about this shit that he in now?" When 50 said that shit, I was just like, "50, what are you talking about? This nigga's about to do Star Trek, bro."
Nah, I think people just they just be talking for real.
Right? Like what? He about to do
They just
Star
be
Trek?
talking,
Like,
bro. Because he's been in a lot of projects since Power ended. They just don't care
oh,
about it because it's not it's not Power.
right.
Like
But
I see
all of
people
them
in the comments be like, "Oh, he ain't been in nothing since Power." I'm like, bro, he just did Star Trek. He did a movie with Jennifer Lopez. He did a bunch of
and
Netflix shows.
the mother was one of they top. I think mother was like a top 10 show or like top 10
Netflix
movie
top
all
10 movie.
time on the platform.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
I'm
seen
like,
that.
clearly everyone's seen him.
Yep.
Like
I'm
that's
hearing
a
that
whole nother
he's
level
working
of
on
money.
some. Yeah, I'm hearing that he's working on some project with like Kevin Hart or something like that.
Yeah,
So
he
I'm
got a lot of
very
shit in the
very
works.
intrigued
I
to
think
see.
when I looked, he had
Yeah.
like 6 things in the works after Star Trek.
Damn,
Right.
damn.
So I'm like,
Look
this
at
man,
that. That
hey, maybe he really
he's
didn't have
realized
time
his
to come to
potential.
set.
He'll
Bro.
go, bro. That's the one person I would love to interview.
Oh
I
man.
would
Yeah, but
love
me too. But I would have to ask him so many. He does follow me now.
for real.
Dead ass. Bro, I
Man, how
almost
you pull
fainted.
that
I
off?
said, whoa.
How you pull that off?
I don't know. So it really was at the time when he was saying that he was gonna do Star Trek or whatever. I for whatever reason I was just posting him a little bit more often than normal. And then he did the Pepsi commercial or no
Oh, that
Coca
little
Cola
commercial.
commercial. And then I
Yeah, I saw
posted
that.
that. And after I posted that, I posted one more thing that he was in, basically advertising that he was about to do Star Trek. Follow me the next day.
Damn,
I said, wow,
man, the myth, the legend.
that's crazy. And I was just waiting on that Naturi and maybe eventually I'll get Michael Rainey Jr., but it's whatever. That's my favorite character, but
They don't rock with me, bro. I remember Gianni was following me on TikTok, randomly unfollowed me
it's all right.
out of nowhere. I'm
It's
like,
cool.
damn, like,
You
yo, what
can't,
the
but
fuck happened?
it was because you was out here talking about fuck Courtney.
No, no, no. But this was way before that, though.
Oh,
This
okay.
was way
Oh.
before that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, I never said that though, bro. See, people be taking stuff out of context.
No, you didn't say fuck
I never.
Courtney, but you definitely said that she ruined Power. You literally
I
put
mean,
Courtney
yeah.
can't ruin Power. I'm like, damn. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
If you
the
trying to
main.
get the juices running, cool. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I halfway believed that, but I also did that because I knew the engagement would be.
And I totally understand that. My this is my biggest thing, right? Never disrespect the company, never disrespect the creators. If you want to go at the characters specifically, bro,
Mm,
you could talk shit about them all day.
mm.
Just don't ever say a person's name. Like you can't be like, oh, Patina Miller is blah. Like, whoa, wait a second here. Whoa, no, you're going crazy. Because again, I know you be saying like, and your followers love that about you, that you'll talk, whatever you want to say, it comes out. If that's how you felt, boom, you're gonna talk about it. I get
Yeah,
that. But now, sir, unfortunately, you asked out because now you didn't became so fucking big. You are now having to go through this political cycle, which we talked about last time we spoke months ago. And you was like, I don't care about none of that shit now. Do you care now? Because now you're a
I mean, bro,
politician. Unfortunately, you put yourself in that predicament.
not really, bro. Because like, I look at it like, bro. First, they're not paying me. I feel like, first of all, I feel like I'm doing them a favor by even talking about them because I don't care what nobody say. I feel like I've made the show way more popular. I
Absolutely.
feel like people watch the show way more now, and they not paying me. I'm not working with them, so it's like when people are like, "Oh, you're squandering an opportunity." Am I really?
Yes.
Am I
And let me tell
really?
you why. Let me tell you why, right? Is because you never know when that opportunity is going to come.
Mm.
So you gotta always be on point. Again, you could talk shit about any character you want, but when you start saying specifically this person and this person's name and this person's name, aka Courtney, or aka 50 Cent, you know what I mean? Like when you start saying actual names, it hit totally different. Like Don't get me wrong. I am not the biggest fan of Ghost. I'll say fuck Ghost all the time. But when
I
anytime
know.
anybody says, yo, why you talking about Amari like that? I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I love Amari Hardwick. Let's put that out there. I can tell you his
Yeah.
whole damn catalog.
Uh-huh.
Everything he's ever been in, I'm always gonna post it. If he got a project coming up, I'm always gonna talk about it.
So you think I should delete that Courtney video?
Uh yes.
I feel like at this point she already see, bro. Even Michael J.
She has
Ferguson
already seen it.
commented on that shit.
Even who?
Michael J. Ferguson, he commented under it too.
Oh shit.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
That's what I say, bro. You
yeah,
never know who gonna see what of anything that you post. It's like, bro, you gotta really move political now. Unfortunately, yeah, somebody that got 5K followers, they could talk as much shit as they want because nobody's paying attention to them. You, my friend, are the biggest TikToker. You have to watch everything you say because you could be
see, I
ruining
don't
that
be, I don't be
opportunity.
feeling like that though, bro. That's the thing. Like, I
You
feel
say
the
you don't
same
like
way that
feeling like that?
I said I don't be feeling like that.
I know,
Like,
but that's your
because I'm
problem.
moving the same way I've always moved. So it's like, yeah,
That's your
the
problem. You
number count
can't.
is higher.
Right, but that's your problem. You can't move like that anymore, young man. You put yourself in this position. Now you got to deal with the political side
Damn, it's political
because
though. Like,
now
it's
you getting
content,
on.
bro. It's content.
You
It's
said
content.
you got on and did this whole ring. I was like, oh my god! Like I said, that's when everything was social media was on fire. All of the fan pages were saying, "Damn, bro, why would you do that?" Because you
For
got on
real?
talking about stars restrict. They took down my offer because of the whole TikTok
Oh,
thing
you
and
saw that?
everybody talked about that shit, bro.
Yo, I did
I'm
not
looking
know
at it
that.
when I first logged in and I seen that shit. I'm like, nigga, no, I would have took that shit to the grave. The fact that they
For
sent you a
real?
bro, and we also said, damn, we've been posting for fucking years. We ain't got no fucking chess set. And this nigga complaining because he gotta get. We ain't get shit. Stars ain't never sent me nothing. And I'm like, you complaining? I'm like, bro, fuck all that shit. And he talking about, oh,
No,
I'm trying to.
I
I'm not gonna
wasn't
talk about
complaining, bro.
power content no more.
It's
I'm
the
like,
way that they
nigga,
moved, bro. It's the way that they did me shiesty though.
no, they
What
didn't,
they did
bro.
was very unprofessional.
They didn't, bro. I promise you it
You don't
wasn't.
think so?
No,
You don't think
because
so?
you got a chessboard. Some shit I could never say. You could say for the
I,
rest of your life. Star sent you a fucking chessboard. I
yeah,
could
but that
never
shit
say
don't
that.
mean they don't mean, bro.
It don't mean nothing to
You being
you.
followed by Amari Hardwick.
Yeah, that's nice. You think he's gonna give me an interview? Fuck no.
You never know.
You right. So that's why I keep my mouth shut. I would never say nothing bad about Mari Howard ever in my fucking life.
Yeah.
When that whole
Damn,
thing came out about
I didn't
Michael
know
Rennie,
that people. I didn't know that people was talking about it like that. See, I don't be in tune with everyone else. Like, I feel like I'm in my own world. Like,
that's why I'm in
I
tune.
just
So
hear
I
that
could talk
people
to
are
you.
talking about me. I hear that people are talking about me, but I don't know. Like, I seen some shit on Reddit where niggas be talking crazy about me, bro, and I'm like, damn, like, it's just content. People was really
But it's
salty
not,
that
bro.
I posted about what Stars did.
Yes.
What was they saying?
Oh my God. It was uproar amongst the entirety. When I say entirety, the entirety of the power community. And like I said,
When you
me
say power
being
community, who are you talking about? You
I'm
talking about
bro,
other
everybody,
pages?
every single person that creates, okay, sent me that shit. Every single person that creates and all my followers sent me that shit. And
They were
said, bro,
salty because
why would he
I
say
had an
no, not
opportunity,
salty. No,
or
no,
are they
no. It's not
salty?
being salty. They sent it to me saying, why would he say that? They felt like the same way I feel. And I'm just telling you because, I represent I'm like the power union rep. I'm trying to keep everybody, I'm trying to keep the peace, and that's why I collaborate with every fucking body. There's no power content creator that could say I ain't fuck with them.
So you're saying I shouldn't have posted that video?
Absolutely not, bro. If we talking and you tell me randomly, you hit me up and you like, bro, like this happened, or oh, like they took away my thing, I'll be like, damn, that's fucked up. But don't talk about it online. But that's fucked up that it happened. I'm not
Why
making
do you
no
feel
more
like,
power content. And we like, bro, you're biting the hand that feeds you. This is the company
bro? What they
that gave
feeding
you,
me?
huh?
What they feeding me, bro? That's the thing.
An opportunity, bro. Again, again, it does matter because it's hard to get 100,000 followers on anything.
Facts.
How hard you had to work to get that 100,000?
Very hard.
Very fucking hard. Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah.
So me, I'm at 78,000, but I've been trying since October of what was that? 23 is when I started my TikTok. So and I'm still not at 100,000. Nigga, you did that shit in a year on TikTok, one of
Yeah.
the hardest platforms to grow on, and that was with showing your face, bro. Damn near impossible to do. You did the impossible. So again, and your engagement level is through the fucking moon. I could see if your engagement level, like you was getting like 20 comments or you was getting like 15 likes or something like that. Or maybe you have a few videos here and there that go viral. Nigga, everything you post damn near do 36,000. It don't matter what you post.
Yeah, that video where I talked about stars, low key, a lot of people saw that joint, bro.
Oh, I
But I
know.
didn't
And
know
again, it's
that.
even more people than you think. What you saw in the
Mm,
comments is one thing. Then you
yeah,
posted it on Instagram, so then everyone sees it. Because again, everybody that follow you on TikTok probably sees you at least on Instagram. And everyone in the community was saying, why would he say that?
damn.
Because they look at it as you're biting the hand that feeds you. And I'm saying this to you too, because I said the same thing. He's biting the hand that fed him. I'm not gonna talk about shit. I'm not gonna talk shit about the company that made it possible for me to have this. Because again, if power don't exist, you don't have a platform. That's how they look at it. That's how you should look at it. So again, you could
I don't look at it that
disagree
way though.
and not like BMF. You could talk shit about BMF all you want because you never talk shit about the creator. You never talk
Mm,
shit about Lil Meech specifically. Like you never talk shit about anybody specifically. You might say this is dirt. I don't like it because of this. The first video I ever seen of you, bro, was when I was scrolling randomly on fucking TikTok and I seen the video where you said, I'm not even gonna lie, it was your opening was fucking crazy. You said I was scrolling and you said, I'm not gonna lie, the first episode of Ghost is better than the entire BMF. Bro, I started crying. Bro, I
I saw
immediately
that was after the
downloaded that shit and
premiere.
posted it that day.
That was after the premiere.
Bro, that was the first, I had never seen you, heard of you, none of that before this. Because now my algorithm is filled with power content. But before I
Yeah,
wasn't
same.
really seeing a lot of power stuff. I was seeing a lot of dance shit and all that. But then once I seen that video, I said, "Oh, I gotta post this shit now." And I posted that shit, and that's how we kind of even started even knowing each other
Yeah.
randomly. And boom, I was like, "Yeah, this dude is funny." And now because of you, now I'm about to start posting TikTokers. So tomorrow is all TikTok day. I'm gonna post like 9 or 10 people from TikTok tomorrow, like random stuff that I see. Anybody that does like face videos or whatever. So I'm just showing love to
You're talking about
TikTok
like
tomorrow.
power content or just anything?
Oh, it's just power content. Yep, all power
Okay, okay.
content. Like people that do power, anything power related. I'm posting all of them from TikTok tomorrow.
See, I don't really
Um,
know a lot of TikTok power creators though.
oh, I'm gonna find them all. I have about 3 already lined up. Literally, I already
Right.
programmed to set up when I in the morning. I just gotta find the shit I'm gonna post in the afternoon. But I found on my morning stuff. I got 3 already ready. The posts are already scheduled. But I seen that shit,
Yeah.
bro. I said you said the fucking episode 1 of Ghost was better than the entire BMF
Season. I remember that
season,
video.
bro. I
Yep.
was in tears because I really felt that. After
No,
the
I
premiere,
did
I
too,
was like, nah, that episode was goaded.
bro. Yeah, I felt like that too. That was I think that was the day after the premiere. I was in my hotel and I was like, yeah, that first episode was nuts because I was at the premiere too, and I was like, damn, this season about to be crazy. I didn't think that was shit would go viral.
Well, I
I
don't
knew
know,
that
but it
shit.
is what it is. I tell you what. And even when I posted it, that shit did 100K.
On your page, damn.
On my page, that post did
On
100,000
Instagram,
views.
you owe me some money,
That's a fact.
nigga.
I gotta look. I gotta. It's not dead ass. If I made any money off that post, I'm gonna send you
You
whatever I
probably
made.
did. I be
Because
seeing a
I ain't
couple
think about
people
that shit
post
too.
my
Like,
shit and
damn,
they'll
did I make
be
any money off that post?
100,000 is crazy. Damn.
Bro, that shit did 100K. I promise you. And I
Wow.
was like, damn, like I like this dude right here. And after that, then that's when me and you connected, and then boom, the rest is
Hit the
history. But
pod.
yeah, that shit had me in tears, bro. That and that's what it be. Great openings. You have the personality. Your video quality was good, so everything was there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's key. That's why sometimes you be seeing me say crazy shit in the beginning. It's really just to like reel people in. Because I've learned that social media, bro, it's really negativity, bro. Like I
To an
could post a
extent.
video saying something good about somebody and like it'll get views. But the second I say something negative, through the roof, bro.
No, for sure, for
I
sure.
don't understand that, bro.
But that's
Like
why
the video before
you
you
just
get
gotta be
because
careful. That's all.
yeah, yeah, facts. I want to burn no more bridges, man.
Yeah, you
I'm
burning
sorry,
bridges.
Courtney
Sorry
Kim, if
though.
you ever see this. I love you, Courtney. I ain't got no beef with you.
No, no, it's okay. I'm just, all I'm just telling you because again, I am the power union rep. I'm just
I'm
trying to
glad
make
you
sure
said it because I
everybody's
didn't
good.
understand the magnitude of like of it. I didn't think people was talking. I didn't think people cared, to be honest. Like
And listen,
I think
if
I
the streets is
underestimated.
talking,
Yeah,
I know
I
about
didn't
it.
know.
If
Yeah.
the streets is talking, I know about it.
See, but you didn't even hit me up or nothing to say nothing. You should have said something. You should have been like, bro, they talking about you. You should take it down. You ain't say nothing. Because there's a
No, but
couple
this
people that
this
hit
is
me
my
up and
thing,
they were
right?
like,
I'm gonna
bro,
let
you
you,
should take it down.
but I'm gonna let you get your money because nigga, the shit went crazy.
Yeah.
You got some
I
views.
gotta profit
I'm
off
like,
that
damn, do I
negativity.
tell him? But like this shit is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
But it's like more of a, I'm looking at it from the overall standpoint. Like you could always get yourself back. Because obviously you love Raising Cannon. So stars know you don't fucking hate them.
But I don't.
You watch all of the shows. Literally, you watch every single show. You watch Raising
Yeah.
Canyon, you watch Force. I could talk to you about Force start to finish. You know everything about all of the shows. So it's not like you like you only watch Raising Canaan. You watch all of the shows. You like some more than the other. It's okay. You can have your opinion. That's what
Mm,
made you, is having an opinion. It's
yep.
just only my again, I'm only saying don't say people's specific names.
Yeah. I
Actors, actors,
gotta
actors. You could say, you could start a video off by saying, I'm not gonna lie, Effie's a hoe. Oh shit. All right, you know what I mean? That's her character though. You're not saying
yeah.
Alex is, you know what I mean? That would be crazy.
Definitely not talking about that's my little shorty right there. I can't do that. That's my little boo thing. But yeah, let's stop this live so you could tell me about what comment you was talking about earlier
Oh
about me
yeah, yeah, yeah,
saying
for sure, for
someone.
sure.
Yeah, let me